unless they pull something out of the hat here. Maybe Execration might be. If I was Execration on that other side,
it was Aura PH on another level of, just getting gold.
and we'll have to find out if that's gonna be something that they can get out of their heads as we head into game 2, my friend. Execration versus Aura PH, possibly the last match of the night. We'll have to wait and see. But you know what? I'm never count out Execration. A lot of people have made the mistake of counting out Execration, and a lot of them have eaten their words, right? So right now, speaking of which, Chaknu, very classic there on the Popol and Koopa, and now it's gonna be a pretty messy fight in the middle of the map here. KLVJ in the gist of it all. Rafflesia on the Hilda, still very much a threat.
Oh my goodness. But right now, we do have Aura PH and on a very, let's say, traditional lineup. And this is the Aura PH that we all know. Clearly, this is the Aura PH that we know. And they're the only ones right now who run a utility support export. You don't really see that with other teams.
Yep, absolutely. So utility support, and it's so much damage output, to be honest, to have export in the middle of the fight and always utilizing those shields. Look at that. Everyone is overheated all the time. And I really like it. I really like the... Obviously, there's another bit of... It's not a new innovation, but it's something that's super underutilized in the current meta.
Okay, so, yeah, I mean, it's their trademark. If they want to play around with the export, they could.
Yeah.
But JP almost going down. At least Greed helped them a bit there, just tanking up and being the utility, the best utility that he is.
Yeah. So for now, it's gonna be, I feel like, Execration just trying to catch up here in the amount of farm that Aura PH has already accrued. We're already 1k ahead by just 1-to-1 kill score. There's still a lot that can still happen here, and E2 Max is absolutely great on the Selena. If you have not seen E2 Max on the Selena yet, he actually does have a lot of on-point arrows. He has a lot of good placement on. He really does provide vision on the map. And Chaknu's not going for the hard tank. He's still pretty tanky, but this time Popol and Koopa, the crowd control that it's providing is pretty similar to what he looks like when he is on the tank.
Yes. But they go for a successful, you know what? A successful invade right there. They contest that buff and they get it. KLVJ with a blue buff. They're actually running around right now. Popol will go down. KLVJ, he's just trying to scratch everyone like a scratch card. And JP JP is getting kills because of, you know what? It's a shadow kill. It's a mechanic. It's a strong way to pick off someone.
Yeah, exactly. So far, that's just what they're abusing here in this game as well. Like, the kit is right there, and overall, it's just a race for either JP to get ahead, or JP or KLVJ versus Hate. Right now, he's getting a lot of pressure here, or a lot of pressure to perform here for Execration.
But there's a kick. Cutie catches KLVJ off guard. There is a rival to just defend this tower, and they know the importance of the side lane turrets. They're not gonna give it up that easily.
Yeah, for sure. These side lane turrets are going to stop the invades coming in from the Aura PH. And by the way, Gillette instant replay hashtag shaves the day. Benny Cutie, great performance on that show. I feel like we are definitely back into the groove here, where Execration is a little bit more comfortable. The chaotic team fights that they have been known for. This is, that's exactly where they look like they're thriving, even until now.
And you know what? KLVJ, he's just dealing with a well, not Kilowatt, but onto the bottom lane. He's just pressuring the Ling right here. This is Ling's Hate. This is one of his favorite heroes. So right now, they're gimping him of the buffs that he needs. Remember, KLVJ got his buff. Tempest of Blades will be used as to not die with that, on those procs, so that it may go to Popol and so that they may have a good time. But sa Gitno, didn't make it over the wall, and he will be a bit short into knocking up 3 people.
Interesting. So right now it's still gonna be a big fan fest. It's a big what do you call that? Brawl fest where Execration really likes, but they're not beating down Aura PH yet. I mean, even if all of these are happening, even if they're ahead by kills, the gold is actually still ahead for Aura PH. If you guys will notice. So gold from this turtle is also gonna be big. Oh my God, Greed! Last insanity. He did not fly inside, and I think they might have to concede that. Turtle, a little bit of a misstep there for Greed. That's a very rare mistake for us to see for this guy.
And you know what? Shaknu is doing his best just to try to control everyone here. But right now it's just way too hard. Etomax isn't even at the right spot there. He just goes down. Kilowash on the other hand, just using the arrival to his advantage. And 75 seconds just to make it on the other sides of the map. Value! That's literally value.
That's true. Interesting. So now I feel like we're gonna have to go into a mode where Hit is going to be one who is always gonna be chased down here by E2 Max. I'm sorry, with E2 Max, and he's just gonna be trying to defend this guy, obviously. Rafflesia, I don't know why he's still on that mode from game 1, where he looks like he's just being a nuisance over and over again. Probably this is actually a pretty similar strat to what we had on game 1, basically buying time for KLVG to bounce up, to get into a groove here on that Masha. And now it looks like the hunt is on for KLPJ with Benny Cutie. A pretty big pickup there for one of the side laners of Aura PH.
So right now we do have Kilowash onto the middle lane. They're not giving out the turrets that easily. They gave one to the top lane, but the others, they're just trying to control it as much as possible. They know how important it is to hold on to the mid and bot turrets. But for the top turret, I like that Execration has extra escape points onto the top side of the jungle. At least they can go invade and have extra, things or tools to use to escape. But right now, that's not exactly the point that we're looking at, because Aura PH, they're dictating wherever Execration is gonna go to the map.
Yeah, I mean, they are dictating the places where they should go, but at least Execration, they're still getting some farm, right? This is still not a landslide by any means, and the gold is also reflecting that, but Aura PH are definitely ahead now. Oh, they get a catch here, and Hate is going to be the one to get on the Hayabusa. Got kicked off by Benny Cutie, being such an important tool here for Execration. They still want to get more.
But right now, there is a knock-up right there, and look at this, Sagit Newt just trying to get away. Rafflesia on the other hand, he's just way too tanky. He is not gonna back down from anyone right now. He does even have the concussive blast.
In this game, he really doesn't want to die, right? He is 1-0-4. And that concussive blast is actually making this Hilda such a scary damage threat. Not just someone who is like, you can't get him off, like you can't kill him. He's also dishing out a lot of damage. And that's also a reason why the Hilda gets banned out a lot, if you guys will notice in the MPL.
But look at this. They just go in, and this is one of the things that could give JP's killing power, especially with the shadow kill. Popol and Koopa could, literally divide that into 2 targets. So, Popol and Koopa isn't really the best target for a shadow kill unless you get really lucky.
Right, exactly. So, shadow kill is kind of hit and miss, especially against Chaknu, who has I'm pretty sure he's building a tank build, right? Because normally in this stage of the game, you need to get those tanky items so that your Koopa is going to be harder to kill, so it'll provide more crowd control and even more damage. So he's not an easy target, and if you split the shadow kill damage into 2 targets, it's even weaker.
Now, the map is being spread apart here by the side of Onyx, not Onyx, but Aura PH. Both of them have PH now.
Yeah.
Both of them have Aura PH.
I know.
It's kind of confusing. I literally wanted to call them Sunsparks for some reason there. But there is the arrival. KLVJ, can he defend this? That is the question. Sagitno going in. They are trying to control this as much as possible, but look at this. Sagitno will probably be the next target. Etumax finding himself on the wrong side of the map. And he will just throw down Chaknu. Will this be his third death? That is the question. Yes, it will be. But Sagitno on the hands of JP and 4 deaths on the side of Execration.
QT is even having such a hard time dealing with this Hilda. Oh my gosh, Aura PH, they're losing out a little bit on the map, but then they come back so strong with so many pickups here. So now I think they want to get that Lord low before they proceed. And JP, he is just buying a lot of time. Gillette instant replay. I actually thought that KLVJ was going to go down without a fight, but apparently the follow-up is just super strong here for Aura PH. And JP on that Hayabusa is just something. It's actually amazing. JP has been an unsung hero here for Aura PH. The way, the amount of plays that JP is throwing around the map is something that we haven't noted, but he's just consistent.
He goes under the radar and that actually fits him. He's a ninja.
Exactly.
He's a ninja, and when he goes down the map, he's a silent assassin. He's doing his job. He's a ninja. Let him be. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, by the way. But the thing is, Rockhart, the skirmish capability of Aura PH is really scary. But the thing is, Execration right now is fighting as if they just want to get pickoffs.
Yeah, and right now, is that going to be enough though, right? The pickoffs, will it be actually something that you can deal with? Apparently, yes. I mean, they slowed down a lot, and the push is not going to be able to be completed because JP and KLVJ fell down in that fight. And now it's Kiluash. This guy is always the one who's left behind, if you notice. And he's picking up the pieces here for Execration. No effort whatsoever for Mr. Kiluash. So many silent stalkers on the side of Aura PH that they just wait for the big team fight to fizz out, and then they sweep in to get the kills.
That is true, but you know what? I just want to see Kate have a good game. This is one of his best heroes. And just having hate on the other side of the map, just like that. And this is one of the power of this is one of the things that Execration is really strong at. They can be at one point, they can be at point A and reach point B in just a matter of seconds.
That's right, especially with the help of Hate on that link. Don't forget, Hate, he might be a little bit behind. He is not down at all. He's 3-2-4 on that link, and Execration are able to defend their side of the jungle. So Aura PH cannot access the jungle. They're just pushing on the lanes right now.
Sagitnu and the others, they just destroy people, and right now 3 deaths. Make that 4 deaths all over the map. Aura PH, are they dropping the ball right now?
I guess that's happening a little bit slowly, but definitely not surely. Because there are still, if you notice, Aura PH, they're still quite ahead here by a little bit. So the push on the map is the big difference maker. Right now, Execration have minions flowing on the top. And although those cannons might be falling down though, Execration will be going for the engagement.
KLVJ is gonna go down in the hands of Execration, and look at this Execration. Are they gonna win this? They don't have minions, they will just back away. And you know what? Benny Cutie, Hate, and the others are just showing up. They're doing their job. Etumax is actually doing great right now.
Yep, the hit and miss of the Hayabusa is definitely being felt right now. Slowly here for Aura PH. Now we are on even in terms of gold on the map. And Aura PH is actually being pushed back into their base by Execration so far. This game is becoming very, very intense real quick.
You know what? Whatever lead that they might have had, Aura PH, it's just, you don't feel it right now. Just because KLVJ is at a 2-7 setup. 2-7-1. He's not really getting anything from the map right now. So they probably need more time. So, you know, just hold on and just get more items. More items probably the next creation. Then just be very cautious on the fights that they take.
Yep. And maybe that's gonna work later on, but right now, Aura PH is just being picked off one by one here. Even Greed on this X-Borg is not performing as we thought it would. And even the guy who's been picking up the kills earlier now gets taken off first. And Benny Cutie, you have a lot of respect to this guy now with the engages, with the pickoffs. Like right now, he even gets another one. And that's the wipe out. That could be the push. Is this gonna be a game free? EXECRATION looks like they are hungry for that.
And they're just gonna go in. This is going to be a 1-1 EXECRATION here. Takes a game away from Aura PH. And whatever happened there, they just lost their they just lost every lead that they had in the